that which you need the most will be there where you least want to look. 11 life paths. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I hope you've been eating right, you've been sleeping right, you've been tapped in, tuned in into your third eye. I hope you've been all connected. Today's video topic is going to be 11 life paths and emotions. Okay. Now, as an 11 life path, you have to understand that the fabric of your being in this world right now is very emotional. 11 is a very emotional energy. So if you look at 1 and 1 together, right, it looks like a portal, right? When you put 1 and 1 together, it looks like a portal. I've spoken to a lot of 11 life paths, and a lot of 11 life paths talk to me, and they feel like they're moving in and out of dimensions. They feel like they're moving in and out. They're in and out, right? Now, here's one thing. Here's one very big thing that could be holding you back as an 11 life path. Because I'm an 11 life path myself, I know what I'm talking about. It is that you might be getting too consumed with your emotions, okay? Now, 11 is a very emotional number, okay? You can use this like a knife. You can use a knife to either cook food for yourself, or you can use it for something that is very detrimental to the human race. Now, just like that, you have emotions, and we understand that as 11 life paths, we are very emotional people. But that is your superpower, because how do you transmute your emotions? Do you just let your emotions get the best of you and you start to rage with your emotions, or you start to just verbalize them and you don't take any action? Or do you actually transmute those emotions and you take a lot of action? Because here's what the thing is. As an 11 life path, you have to understand that you have the most perfect story. You've been through the struggles, you've been through the storms, you've been betrayed, you've had a very tough life, okay? You've had a very tough life compared to the vast majority of the population, okay? You're a very special person, so you have the story. You have the story to actually succeed. You have the story. And if you look at very, very successful people, you have to understand, a lot of them are 11s, by the way, okay? But you have to understand that it's the story that fueled them. Now, if you have an amazing story where you've been through all this stuff and you've overcame all this stuff, but in the end of the day, you gave into your emotions and you didn't cultivate that energy, you didn't actually transmute that story into something that you could have done and something you could have become. And I always talk about this, where action weighs ounces and regret weighs tons. Please note this down. This is so important. If you catch this and you let this sink into your mind. Action weighs ounces and regret weighs tons. What you need to do, you know. You're not oblivious of it. You know what you need to do. You understand that you need to get to that project. You understand that you need to make that website. You understand that you need to maybe make a collage, or maybe you need to collaborate with someone. You know this, okay? Now, the 11 life paths that I speak to, I'm telling you, I do not even know one 11 life path that wants a normal job and wants to work a 9 to 5 for their whole life. I don't know even one. And I know many 11 life paths now. Thank you so much for reaching out, messaging me on Instagram. My Instagram is arsalanfromto, by the way, if you want to reach out. amazing, okay? Thank you for leaving the comments. But you have to understand, guys, you have the perfect story. You have the deck of cards in your favor. Everything in this universe is propagating for you. But understand, you only reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this is in the Bible. If you are not even sowing, if you are in the season of sowing and you're not sowing and you're too much caught up in your emotions, then how do you expect to reap the fruit? A lot of you guys know you need to spread your light. You are a master number. You are not ordinary. You're a master number. You're an 11 life path. You know you need to get out there. You know you need to start helping people. You know you probably need to give in charity. You know you need to talk to that person. You know you need to, there's people that want your light. This is why when you're just chosen, it's very hard to work for people. It's okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with working for people. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. But simultaneously, you know as an 11 life path that you have to be doing something on the side that you have to grow out. If you're just caught up in your emotions all the time and you're not taking any action, you're going to feel very disappointed with yourself. This is why when I say emotions, now pay very close attention to what I'm telling you right now, and I hope you take good notes. Okay? Emotions could just be anything. It could be like you have no control over your food intake. Those are your emotions. If you keep on eating and eating and eating and eating and you're stuffing yourself down all the time, and then you're like, oh, why can't I think properly? Why is my intuition not that strong? You know why. You know why. You can have a Ferrari, but like, again, if you are not giving a Ferrari the most efficient fuel, right? The most synthetic, the most ultra high fuel that it needs, okay? Then the Ferrari is not going to run like a Ferrari. It's not. Just like that, you have to get it. Like, you have to know you are a Ferrari. Like, you're the human Ferrari. Or like even a Bugatti. Like, I'm just being honest. You are very lucky. Number one, you are born, when you're born, just the chances of you being born is like 1 in billions. And then for you to be born as an 11 life path, just do the math. You are like, do you understand how rare you are? Do you understand how rare I am as an 11 life path? We're not that many people. Okay? So for you to actually progress in your life, the number one thing you need to understand is how to deal with your emotional aspect. I'm not the type of person that's going to sugarcoat anything for you guys, my 11s. I'm going to tell you guys how it is. And now that I've spoken to so many of us, okay, the one thing that I've noticed with 11 life paths is like, yo, you guys love to get advice. And I love that you guys love that, because I myself love to get advice. The other day, someone gave me advice. An 11 life path reached out to me and he gave me some advice on my content. And I thanked him a lot. And like, thank you so much for giving me that advice. But my whole point being said is that until and if you do not know how to transmute your emotional aspect, your emotional side, you will not reach your full potential. You have to learn. This is the challenge. Every number has their own challenge. Every number has their own challenge. And the challenge for 11s is the emotional aspect. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've liked it, if you've enjoyed it, you could subscribe to my channel. You can reach out to me on Instagram. I'm at arsalanfromto. If I remember, I will link it. But just take care of yourself. And I'm telling you, if you can transmute your emotions by taking care of your physicality, taking care of the things that you've got to do, taking care of the people that are around you. And I know that a lot of us have very complicated relationships with people, right? A lot of us have very complicated relationships with people. I've made a video on this. But again, this energy has to be transmuted. It has to be transmuted. So you've got to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself so your intuition gets stronger and stronger and stronger. You just tap in, you're tuned in, and you're living your 11 excellence. Okay? Have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.